Hello again, everybody. I am out here with Zephyr and thinking of taking the deck off of the top. I'm going to end up painting the top silver, so I need to get this deck off of the top, and in order to get that off of there, I've got to get up there. Okay. Y'all know this is the ladder that I have. It was an extension ladder that I actually cut down because actually the ladder that it came from, the bottom of it was kind of messed up. So I went ahead and cut this one down, made a shorter ladder out of it. So what you have to do is, and see, I can't get it any taller than this unless I use both pieces, and then it won't fit where I was keeping it. What I was doing before, carefully, what I was doing before is I was keeping the ladder right in here. When you close the porch up on it, it holds the ladder in this area. Nobody can take it, and it is out of the way. But the problem is, it held the porch out just a little bit, so this porch was always sticking out some. And in order to get the ladder to use it, to get up on the deck or whatever I want to do, I would have to let the porch down, and then it kind of wedges in here. It's kind of hard to get out. But I could only make it as long as that, because that is the width, a little bit wider than the porch. And that's what will fit just right. And you can see it really needs to be a little taller. And this is the biggest one that I can carry and hide without maybe putting it on top or something. So, a solution that I see, or that I have here, is a telescoping ladder. Now this one I can store about anywhere, really. You can see how short it is. It only comes up to here on me. This will not be stored outside. It can be stored in the bus somewhere. I can put it behind the couch, which is probably where I'll store it. Now, it's a nice little ladder, seems like. I have not tried it yet. I've never climbed it. This ladder was actually sent to me by Wolfwise, and it has a 2-year warranty with it. That is the little manual for it. Tells you all about how to use it, which it's very simple. Okay, now you can see there are all kinds of warnings on here, but the way that this works is it's made of a bunch of sequentially larger pipes that are, I guess, that long. Each one fits down into another one, and as you pull it out, it locks, latches in the upright position, so when you climb it, it obviously won't fall. And you just keep pulling it out. Every time you pull it out, the pipe gets a little bigger. You can see each individual step has its own latches. You can if you're going to let it up, okay. I didn't let that one latch. Okay. Each individual step has its own latches, or set of latches. And when you push these, it lets the step come down. But if you let it go all the way down, it'll let the one on top come down too. So I'm not going to let it do that just yet. You just keep on pulling it up, and as you pull it up, each step locks into place. That, I kind of like this design. You see, a lot of RVers have these because they're easy to carry with them. They don't take up a lot of room. And when you want to fold it back down, You just push these two little clips right here, and it just, like, hold it straight up, it gently lowers itself down. I'm not sure exactly how that works. It must have some type of air system, or maybe just as it falls, each tube is sealed up just enough to just let the air out slowly. I don't know, it's a pretty neat design. There's all kinds of warnings here preventing you from putting your fingers in between the rungs and letting the thing close on them, because obviously it could hurt. Now the top, if it closes on there, it's not going to hurt that much, but if you put your finger in here and the whole thing comes down on it, it probably won't break your finger, but it's going to hurt. So, you know, they have to put these warnings on. When you get up to this step, you're not supposed to go above the red step. So, anyway, what I want to do is I want to try it to get up on top of Zephyr. So let's let this out. Last step or two, you got to hold it down. Okay, and it extends well beyond the top of Zephyr. This is my first time going up this ladder, so let's see how it does. Okay, so let's step on it. I'm gonna get it dirty. But all right, now I'm putting my weight against it. It feels sturdy. It does move some, but this is a light duty ladder. This is not something that you're gonna use on a construction site every day. This is something that you're gonna climb on top of your RV, or maybe outside your house, climb up and clean your gutters or something like that. Okay, I got one bad knee, so I can just climb up one leg at a time. I mean, I don't feel insecure at all on this. Just like I said, yes, it moves just a little. It's not bad. I feel very secure on it. And it sticks up high enough. I don't know if you can see me or not. Probably not because of the tree, but it sticks up high enough over top of the deck here that I can actually have something to hang on to while I step off on the deck. The other one, it was too low. So, let's go back down. While hanging on to it, it does have a little flex. Yeah, I mean, what can you really say? It's a ladder. It allows you to climb up on top of stuff. But now, got to have that ladder. I guess really, I don't need this one anymore. When do we get a cat? Let's take the ladder down again and watch this. Yep, got it dirty. Oh well. And watch the closing action. I kind of like the way that it closes. Yeah. And the last little bit, you may have to help it. I mean, because it's just falling down by gravity. Now, one thing I would like would be, I would like for these rungs to be angled a little bit, because right now they are not angled, they're flat. It would be nice if they were angled a little bit. I don't know how that would affect the mechanism to let it down. It would probably be a negative effect on it. That would really be my only suggestion for this ladder. as an improvement would be to angle the steps a little bit. Not only will that give your feet a more comfortable place to stand, because right now, if I put my feet straight like that, it is uncomfortable to climb really. And if I put my feet, I know I'm wearing little like slipper like things, but probably should wear boots. But the fact of the matter, when you turn your feet where you're level, it's not comfortable on your feet. I think angled rungs would be better. As an example, you can see the rungs are not straight up and down. See, that's with the ladder straight up and down. The rungs are at an angle like that. Now what that does is not only gives you a more comfortable spot for your feet to sit, but also when you sit that level, that is the correct angle for the ladder. It makes it a lot easier to find the correct angle to sit the ladder. Now, I don't know if that's something that they can incorporate into these ladders, but if they could somehow, that would be a vast improvement to what it is right now. It's good right now. I think it will be a good ladder, but it would be better if the rungs were angled. That's it. That's the only thing really that I can find a real fault in. Now, one thing I am wondering that I think we will go ahead and test, if I can figure out a way to test it, is what if you climb up that ladder and some joker comes along and just decides to hit those switches. Now, are you gonna, can they just hit the switches and make you fall? I wouldn't think so. I don't think it will allow you to, but that's just something I would like to know, because the way that the thing works, it just makes me curious. Let's see if we can set something up to try that. I like testing stuff. So what have I done now? I was told to test this out and to give a review. So I'm going to test it out. Now I know this is not per the manufacturer's recommendations. What I want to see, okay, this tire is probably around 50 pounds. Concrete block, probably around 40. So we got around 90 pounds. That would probably be the lightest weight person that would be on this. So if just that much weight is on it, is it possible for someone to walk by, which would probably never happen, but is it possible for someone to walk by and hit these switches and bring the ladder down? And if it does, is it just going to catastrophically just flop down, or is it going to be the gentle falling? Which the gentle falling, yeah, it would be scary, but you wouldn't get hurt. Now, just a sudden drop, yeah, that's going to hurt. Don't try this at home or anywhere else that you are, because yeah, if this was to go wrong, get a tire on top of my head or a concrete block, you know. Don't try this at home, what I'm saying, but I just wanted to test it. This simulates a person standing on the ladder. Let's see what happens when some dummy comes along and hits these switches. Okay, it's going to have to be a pretty strong dummy. I got one of them. If I can just get this other one, and by the time I've done all this, you've noticed I'm down here and you're already on the way down the ladder. But okay, it did go down. One thing I noticed, it didn't just drop. It went down slowly. So hey, you know, maybe they thought of that. Huh. I'm gonna take all this apart and I'll get back to you. So what is my opinion or my review on this ladder? What do I think about it? I like it. I think it will do very well for what I need it for. And if you're somebody that just every now and then uses a ladder, like I said, around the house, cleaning out the gutters, putting up Christmas lights, stuff like that. If you have an RV that you're gonna be like packing stuff on the roof or having to get up on the roof and clean your solar panels off or something like that, this will be an excellent ladder, and that's what I'm going to use it for. Is it's going to stay in my bus. I'm going to use it to get up and clean the solar panels off. Also, I'm going to use it to get up and down onto the deck. I can put this on the inside up through the hatch and be able to get up through the I'll be able to get up through the bus up onto the deck from inside. And I don't have to have that big ladder stored on like behind the porch. Now, I can pretty much store this wherever I want. I love the compact size. You can carry a 12-foot ladder with you in the trunk of your car. This will fit in a car, a 12-foot ladder. Now, what other 12-foot ladder is going to fit in the car? Anyway, now if you're a contractor that uses ladders every day and you're like a painter or an electrician, this wouldn't be good for an electrician anyway because it's not insulated. But someone that is always day after day after day using ladders, now this would probably not be for you. This is not an industrial ladder. This is not a, this is a homeowner's ladder or RV owner's ladder. This is not a contractor's ladder. Now, it's not that heavy duty, and it's not one that you're gonna be using every day and hard use and all that. But as far as a ladder for home use, I think it'll be great. I plan to use it a lot, and I plan to keep it stored either in the bathroom or behind the couch, probably behind the couch. And yeah, so that is my little review on the Wolfwise ladder. Yes, I would recommend it. Now the safety concerns of somebody coming along and hitting the buttons, if you're like a 90-pound person, it would be possible, but you're going to know they're there before they hit the button. That was the one thing that I was curious about on this, was if somebody decides to hit that button while you're on the ladder, what's going to happen? Well, we found out. One thing about it, if somebody does hit the switches on this ladder while you're up there and it comes down a slow, controlled fall. It'll scare you, but you'll still be in good enough shape to beat the person up to hit the switches. So, to me, that gets a thumbs up. Anyway, I guess that's going to about do it for this video. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.